Chosen one, pause for a moment and listen carefully. I, Archangel Michael, am speaking to you now, not by coincidence, but by divine alignment. You were led here. This moment was written before you even understood your own path. What you are about to receive is not ordinary guidance. This is a spiritual awakening, a confirmation that your soul has been waiting for. Do not scroll past this, because if you do, you may miss the very shift that is beginning to unfold in your life. You feel it, don't you? That quiet pull inside your chest, that unexplainable feeling that something is changing. That is not imagination. That is activation. You have crossed a line in the spirit, a level that very few ever reach. Even the unseen realms took notice of your endurance. Yes, even heaven paused, because what you carried, what you survived, was never meant to be easy. You walked through seasons that were designed to break you, and yet you did not fall. You stood when everything inside you wanted to give up. You believed when there was no sign of answer, and that changed everything. You thought your silent prayers were lost. You thought your tears went unnoticed. But I tell you this truth now. Every tear was recorded. Every whisper was heard. Every moment of pain carried weight in the spirit. And because of that, something has shifted. You're no longer in the same place you once were. You have stepped into a higher realm of awareness, a level that cannot be taught, only lived. This is why things feel different now. The old version of you, the one who doubted, the one who questioned their worth, that version cannot walk where you're going, because you're no longer surviving. You are transforming. There are spiritual realms that even angels are assigned to guard, but not witness. Yet somehow, you have stepped into that space, not by luck, not by accident, but by endurance, by faith, by choosing light, even when darkness surrounded you. You didn't just pass a test, you rewrote the outcome, and now, your name carries a different weight in the unseen. You are no longer seen as someone struggling. You are recognized as someone who overcame what was meant to destroy them. That kind of power cannot be given. It must be forged through silence, through pain, through nights where no one else understood what you were carrying. Listen carefully now. The delay you experienced was never rejection. It was preparation. You were being shaped, strengthened, aligned for something greater than you imagined. Because what is coming next requires a version of you that is unshakable. You cried when doors closed, but those doors were protecting your future. You felt forgotten, but you were being preserved. You felt hidden, but you were being prepared for something too powerful to release too soon. Now the time has come. Your season is shifting, not slowly, but suddenly. Things will begin to move. Doors will open that you didn't knock on. Paths will appear that you never planned. And people will not understand how it happened. Let them wonder, because what is happening in your life cannot be explained by logic. It is divine alignment. From this moment forward, you must carry yourself differently, not with pride, but with awareness, not with fear, but with quiet authority. You're no longer walking alone. You're being guided, protected, positioned. What once attacked you no longer has access. What once delayed you can no longer hold you back, because now you are not under pressure. You're under announcement. Your rise is being declared. And deep inside, you already feel it. That shift in your energy, that clarity in your mind, that peace returning to your heart. That is confirmation. You are stepping into alignment. And this is only the beginning. Chosen one, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal now is directly connected to what has just taken place in the heavens. Your name was not whispered. It was declared. There was a moment, not in your world, but beyond it, where everything became still. And in that stillness, your journey was spoken about. Not your perfection, not your image, but your endurance. The way you kept going when no one was watching. The way you stayed faithful when nothing made sense. That is what caused the shift. That is why your name was announced. Because in the spirit, recognition is not given for appearance. It is given for persistence. You thought you were just surviving, but in reality, you were being observed. Every silent battle, every hidden tear, every moment you chose not to give up. It was all being recorded. And then came a moment. The moment where your name was spoken differently. no longer as someone struggling, but as someone who overcame what was meant to end them. This is why things are changing now. Because once your name is announced, movement begins. Doors don't just open, they respond. People don't just notice you, they feel something different about you. Situations don't just improve, they align. You're stepping into the aftermath of that announcement. And this is why you feel it. That strange confidence, that calm energy, that inner knowing that something big is happening. That is not random. That is the result of what has already been spoken over you. But listen carefully. With this level of recognition comes responsibility. You cannot think the same way anymore. You cannot speak the same way anymore. You cannot doubt yourself the same way anymore. Because the version of you that lived in uncertainty was not the version that got announced. The version that was called out was the one who endured, the one who stayed, the one who refused to break. And now, you must become fully aware of who you are becoming, because people will start to notice. Some will be drawn to you without understanding why. Some will question your growth because they didn't see your struggle. And some will try to reconnect only after your rise becomes visible. Stay aware. Not everyone who appears now was meant to walk with you before, because your name being announced has shifted your environment. You're no longer in the same frequency. You are no longer attracting the same things. You are no longer meant for the same level. This is elevation, and elevation always comes with separation. Do not fear it. Do not question it, because what is leaving cannot exist where you are going. Now hear this clearly. You are not chasing anything anymore. After an announcement like this, things begin to move toward you. Opportunities, connections, breakthroughs, they will start finding you. Not because you are trying harder, but because your position has changed. This is what happens when your name is spoken in higher places. Your life begins to reflect it, and very soon, you will see undeniable proof. Things happening too perfectly, timing aligning too precisely, answers arriving too suddenly. And when that happens, remember this moment, because it didn't start there. It started the moment your name was announced. Chosen one, what you're feeling right now is the echo of that announcement. Yes, the moment your name was declared, it didn't just stay in the heavens. It began to travel through your life, through your path, through everything connected to you. That is why things are starting to shift. Slowly for some, suddenly for others. But for you, it will feel undeniable. Because when a name is announced in the spirit, it activates movement in the physical. You may not see everything yet, but you will feel it. A pull in a new direction. A sense of urgency without fear. A clarity that doesn't come from logic. That is alignment. You're no longer waiting for your moment. You are inside it. And now, what was once delayed will begin to accelerate. Listen carefully. There were things held back from you before. Not because you weren't ready, but because the timing had not been spoken. But now, it has. Your name was announced. And with it, your timing was released. This is why doors will open. Without struggle. This is why answers will come. Without confusion. This is why paths will clear. Without force. Because you're no longer trying to enter. You have already been recognized. And recognition changes everything. But understand this truth. Not everyone will understand this version of you. They will remember who you were, but they will not recognize who you are becoming. Because they did not hear what was spoken about you. They were not present when your name was called. So when they question you, when they doubt you, when they try to pull you back into your old identity, do not react. Just move forward. Because you're not here to explain your elevation. You're here to walk in it. Now, listen closely. The announcement was not just about your past. It was about your assignment. You're stepping into influence, not for attention, but for impact. Your presence will begin to shift environments. Your words will begin to carry weight. Your silence will begin to speak louder than noise. Because something has been placed on you that cannot be ignored. This is not pressure. This is purpose. And you were prepared for this in ways you didn't even realize. Every delay, every rejection, every moment you felt overlooked was shaping you for this exact level. Nothing was wasted. Not the pain, not the confusion, not even the silence. It all led to this moment. The moment where your name was no longer hidden, but declared. And now, you are stepping into the evidence of that declaration. You will begin to see it clearly. Opportunities you didn't chase, doors you didn't knock on, people recognizing something in you that even you are still discovering. Do not question it. Do not shrink back. Do not try to stay small, just to make others comfortable. Because the version of you that stayed small was not the one that was announced. You have outgrown that space. Now you must rise into the identity that has already been spoken over you. And here is what you must remember most. You are not doing this alone. You are being guided. Every step, every decision, every direction you feel pulled toward, there is alignment behind it. There is protection around it. There is purpose within it. This is why fear is starting to lose its grip. This is why doubt is beginning to fade. Because when your name is announced, uncertainty cannot stay the same. Clarity replaces it. Power replaces it. Direction replaces it. And now, you are entering a phase where things will make sense. Not all at once, but enough for you to move forward with confidence. And as you move, more will be revealed. This is how your next season unfolds. Step by step, shift by shift, alignment by alignment, until one day, you look back and realize everything changed. From a moment, your name was announced. Chosen one, this is not the end of the message. This is the beginning of your evidence. Because from this moment forward, you will not just hear these words. You will start seeing them in your life, in your timing, in ways that cannot be denied. The announcement has already been made. Now comes the manifestation. Things will begin to happen that you cannot fully explain. Right place, right time. Unexpected doors opening. People responding to you differently. Do not ignore it. Do not question it. This is the confirmation that what was spoken is now unfolding. Listen carefully. You are entering a season where things will move faster than before. What once took months will now take days. What once felt impossible will now feel natural. Because you're no longer pushing life forward. You're being carried into it. And this is where many make a mistake. They hesitate. They doubt. They go back to old thinking. Do not do that. You did not come this far to return to who you used to be. Stand in who you are now. Walk like it. Speak like it. Think like it. Because your identity has already been shifted. Now your reality must follow. And yes, there will be moments where it feels unfamiliar. Moments where you question, is this really happening to me? The answer is simple. Yes, because this was always yours. It was just waiting for the right version of you to arrive. And that version is here now. You're no longer waiting for a sign. You are the sign. Others will look at your life and find hope. Others will hear your story and find strength. Others will watch your rise and realize what is possible. This is bigger than you. Your elevation is going to unlock others. Your breakthrough is going to inspire others. Your transformation is going to set others free. So do not shrink. Do not hide. Do not silence yourself. Because what has been placed on you was never meant to stay hidden. Now hear this clearly. From this moment forward, you are walking under open alignment. Things will respond to you. Opportunities will recognize you. And what belongs to you will find you without force, without struggle, without fear, because it has already been released. Now all that remains is your willingness to receive it. So receive it, step into it, own it, and walk forward without hesitation. Because the moment is already past, where doubt had control. Now, you move in certainty. Now, you move in power. Now, you move as someone whose name has been announced. If you feel this, not just in your mind, but deep in your chest, then this is your confirmation. Do not ignore it. Acknowledge it right now, because when you respond, you align yourself even deeper with what has already been spoken. Type 777 if you receive this fully. Type it not as a habit, but as a declaration that you are ready to walk in what has already been released over your life. This is your moment. This is your shift. This is your turning point. And from here, nothing will ever be the same again.